Okay, did you see this story before I put it in there? Because I also put it in, but I was just curious if you were also going to talk about it.
I didn't read too much into it.
You didn't read too much into it.
No.
Okay, well, it's a weird story that might be nothing, might be something, probably nothing.
But you would go into like some other conspiracy.
Well, that's not just me. Like, I think that's why it's making rounds.
That's why it's here.
Apple has included Bitcoin white paper in every version of macOS since 2018. Okay, so you're immediately, your conspiratorial spidey sense is just going, it's pinging right now because you're like, what are you trying to tell us, Apple? Why would you do that? The baffling discovery was recently made by developer and waxy.org writer Andy Bao, who stumbled upon a PDF document while trying to fix a problem with his printer. Basically, he went into a kind of like scanner, virtual scanner.app, and found that the sample document for that app happened to be this white paper. Okay. You can go check for this yourself. If you're running macOS 10.14 or later, it's a 184 kilobyte Bitcoin PDF, and it will immediately open in preview if you type this particular line into terminal over here. Is that right? Yeah, there you go. That command, I mean, I'm not going to read it out, but you'd have to copy and paste that particular command. You can also just go to Finder and navigate to it in a resources folder.
Can you just search for simpledoc.pdf?
Probably. I mean,
in Finder?
Yeah, listen. No, because it's hidden. By default.
Hidden.
Yeah. Bao found that in the macOS image capture utility, the Bitcoin white paper is used as a sample document for a device called Virtual Scanner 2, which may or may not power Apple's import from iPhone feature, and is either hidden or not installed for everyone by default. So it's not the most like glaring inclusion. Now here is the speculation, or here are the possible reasons why it's there. Reason one, Apple and Tim Cook are Bitcoin maximalists, and they're sending you a secret message. Okay, there's your first option.
Okay.
Option two, completely random, who cares, nice little troll, bit of a joke. Option number three, you have a particular programmer at Apple who's hidden this in there, who happens to be a Bitcoin maximalist themselves, or a jokester themselves, and has done this without authorization. And then I guess, what is the last? There is no last one. That's it. It's one of those three things. If I was a betting man, just based on what I've read to this point, which isn't an absolute ton, it's a couple different articles, is that it's just a rogue individual that put that in there. Well, because what's funny is I think it was originally found by an Apple employee. Sorry, scroll up just a little bit. I just want to make sure I read that correctly. Bao later discovered that he wasn't the first person to find the Bitcoin document or the Virtual Scanner 2. After looking back, having discovered it himself, he saw an Apple community post from 2021 in addition to a photo taken of a sign at San Francisco Bay's Treasure Island after designer Joshua Dickens unearthed them in 2020. Look, I don't know. It's interesting. It's kind of funny. It's kind of cool. Don't take too much from it. This is not financial advice.
Okay.
By any means. This clip you just watched is sponsored by LaterCase. If you have been looking for an impossibly thin case to put on your brand new smartphone, you need to check out LaterCase, available for both Android and iPhone. Check the description of this clip in order to get a special offer.